Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome back to News and Views on Salam Media. We now will be talking with station manager at the Voice of the Cape under very, very heartbreaking and sad circumstances. He's here to pay special tribute to the Voice of the Cape pioneer, Marhoom Imam Ali, and he passed away a little while ago, and I understand that the janaza will take place at 11:30 this morning and will depart from his home at 20 Geelhout Road, Belhar. Salamu alaikum to you. It must be so very difficult for you to be talking with me this morning. Goolam Fakir, welcome to the program.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shukran so much for having me once again under very different circumstances.
Sad indeed. We make lots of dua that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant the marhum Jannatul Firdaus, inshallah, and the very, very high stages in Jannah. When and how did your paths cross with this amazing man, and how did he shape your future regarding media?
Oh, very, very. I've been asked to do this discussion with so many media houses across the country, and this question keeps on popping up. I was literally about 18 years old at the time, and I walked into Voice of the Cape after already spending about 7.5 years in the industry, working at Voice of the Cape, and Imam Ali was there as the station manager at the time. And Imam Ali said, no, but we've got, the different regions. You need to work through the regions to get to Voice of the Cape. And by that time, Ahmed Railan, as well as the late Munadi Quran, had said, listen, we need somebody with a lot of experience, some knowledge of broadcasting. Taking Goolam through the regions might just delay the process in terms of what it is that they wanted to achieve. And Imam Ali had basically agreed, with a very, he had a grin on his face, and he says, okay, let's see how well he performs, and we'll take it from there. And like they say, the rest is history.
Absolutely.
I think Imam Ali has been, to me, he's been much more than just the station manager at the Voice of the Cape. Imam Ali had retired in 2000, or at least 2021. Imam Ali had retired. And they pulled him out of retirement because he Voice of the Cape was his baby, He was a pillar to the VOC. He was a pillar to this community, and it is something that, to say impeccable character and all of that, it's all an understatement. I had left Voice of the Cape in 2013 full-time to join an international television network. And even then, while I was spending 10 years at the television network, Imam Ali and I have been in contact, sharing ideas, how it is that we can make Voice of the Cape bigger and better. And when I came back last year as a station manager, being appointed after 10 years, Imam Ali was still there, filling a more oversight role over everything. And, I came in at the absolute best time, where I was still able to sit at his feet, reap of his wisdom, learn his techniques. And that is something I will forever be grateful for.
What sort of a void has he left behind, not only the Voice of the Cape, but the community and his family?
Imam Ali was a very private person. If you get Imam Ali to take a picture with you, you must consider yourself very lucky. He is somebody that always works in the background. Like, we would have these huge festivals and stuff for the Voice of the Cape, but you would never see Imam Ali in the front. You wouldn't see him on the stage or even sitting in the stands in the stadium. Imam Ali wanted to be be pushed into a little room where he will do what he needs to do, which was finance and to do what he knows best how to do. I think the void that he leaves in this for the Voice of the Cape is that nobody ever will be able to replace Imam Ali in terms of his character, the way he used to deal things, the networking that he created, being a pillar for the Voice of the Cape. He was also the chairperson of the Belhar Masjid here in Cape Town, where Imam just lived a couple of meters from the masjid. And he was also one of the brainchilds for the Belhar Islamic Primary, which is one of the most successful primary schools in Cape Town. That is somewhat semi independent, semi private. They're not funded by the state, but Imam had basically, he was one of the people who could work out mechanisms in order to have school run. And a couple of years, actually more than 20 or 2 decades, more than 20 years, the school is still operational. Where Imam Ali's family is concerned, they all appear to be very strong. Like I said, he's a very private person, so it's very, very little people that would, know his children, his late wife, where he lived, allow you into his home, etc., etc. But from what I can see, his children are, obviously sad, but also acceptance of the fact that, it's his time. But they are obviously, Imam was a strength to them as well. And it is something that they will have to get used to as well. But we are in contact, alhamdulillah.
And as the saying goes, surely we belong to Allah and to Him we shall return. Our time on this earth is determined by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And I think everyone at the Voice of the Cape and everyone that came into contact with Imam Ali are that much richer for having known him. Alhamdulillah. In closing then, what would you like to say to us, Goolam Fakir?
Closing, the introduction a little bit earlier. The janaza had taken place yesterday at 11:30.
Marf.
No. It's okay.
Marf, I thought it was today. Yes.
No. You're not the first person. Everybody else who's been texting me, I think it's because of the amount of social media that this has been attacking, with the WhatsApps and stuff that has been going around. People might have just been, a little bit confused and stuff, because up until last night, I even still received notifications of the janaza that is taking place at 11:30, etc. But I do think that, even people like Salam Media, it is something that Imam has actually, between you and I, everybody else. Voice of the Cape is the biggest community radio station in the Western Cape. And when Salam Media started making, inroads and strides and stuff, Imam was always saying we needed to partner with people like Salam Media, because, that is it was the next step for Voice of the Cape. And already we've been doing it and so on. He says, where's Salam Media? We need to start partnering with Salam Media, etc. So keep Imam Ali, in dua, in terms of Allah granting him the higher stages in Jannah. Please keep his family in dua, and keep the community of Cape Town and the Voice of the Cape in dua as well.
Inshallah, Ameen, from your lips to Allah's ears. Wonderful talking with you. Please do pass our heartfelt condolences from all here at Salam Media to Imam Ali's family. You go well, keep strong, all of you at the Voice of the Cape. It's a very sad and difficult time for one and all, but to honor his legacy, you guys carry on doing what he wanted and expected of everyone at the Voice of Cape. Salams to one and all.
Shukran so much for having me, and all of the best, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Walaikum salam. It is exactly 6:09, and a reminder, alhamdulillah, that this hour of news and views is sponsored by Africa Muslims Agency. Africa Muslims Agency, a beacon of hope to communities for over 35 years in Africa and beyond.